Okay. Hi, my name is Jeanette, and today I want to tell you 5 things you need to know before you embark on your first juice cleanse or your next juice cleanse. So let's go. Let's get right into it. Got a piece of paper here. It's not very high tech here at the Ms.FitVegan household. The first tip is brush your teeth after you drink juice. Now, this may seem like it's a frivolous tip. This was one of the most important tips of my life. So you may or may not know that I did a 35-day juice cleanse. And a lot of those juices were dark green leafy vegetable juices. Spinach and kale, arugula, dandelion greens. Even carrot is super strong in color. And I had ginger shots, turmeric shots. I was doing all types of juices, but after every single dark green juice, I always brush my teeth. Even like beet juices as well. This is a good one because I definitely noticed after a week or 2 of drinking juices, and of course when you drink your juice, you always swish it around in your mouth, okay? For example. And then you swallow, okay? Celery juice, I don't really feel the need to brush my teeth afterwards. It's a light, lime green color juice. But I'm talking about those dark, deep green juices, things with like dark greens and even things with carrots and beets, things that have a very strong color. And after every single time I had a dark juice, I brushed my teeth because after a week or 2 and not brushing my teeth, I didn't know about this little tip. I started to see my teeth becoming darker. My teeth definitely got a darker color of yellow. My teeth are currently yellow. I know they look white, but I think that's because I have a tan. I just went to Miami, so don't fuck with with teeth whiteners, just get a tan. That's the secret. But anyway, my teeth were definitely turning a darker color, and it was because of the juices. So be careful. You want to brush your teeth after you have your dark green juices. That is a major key. That is a major key. And by the way, if you can't brush your teeth, I do recommend carrying a toothbrush around with you. If you can't brush your teeth, then swish with water at least. Okay. Tip number 2, prepare. I cannot tell you how crucial this one is because a lot of times I was ill prepared for what I was embarking on. Okay, so I work a full-time job. I'm a caretaker for my sister and my mom, and I'm a YouTube sensation. I have a lot of shit going on. I'm trying to get in shape. I go to the gym every day. I got a lot of shit going on. And sometimes I was coming home very late. I didn't want to stop at the store, and I said to myself, I'm fine. I'll just juice whatever I have at home. I would get home and I didn't have shit to juice. Or I had literally just beets and, lemon. Or I had things that were not going to make a tasty, amazing juice for dinner. And I suffered a little bit. And I'm telling you right now, you need a lot of produce to do a juice cleanse. Highly suggest is you check out your local fruit and vegetable wholesaler, organic if possible, and buy cases of stuff because you literally, if you don't do this, you will be going to the store every day or every other day because you're using so much produce. I've been raw vegan for years, like 7 years before I did my juice cleanse. And I've been juicing for years, making smoothies and my own food. I had no idea how much produce I was gonna go through. It was a fucking joke. I literally think I spent anywhere between $50 and $100 a fucking day. On this juice cleanse. So I highly recommend you be prepared and you buy cases of the following, at least. Apples, you want cases of apples, okay? Celery is a big one. Lemons go in every juice. They make juices last longer, They are super alkalizing, great for digestion, great for your skin. Lemon, I highly recommend. Lemons are super powerful. They alkalize the body within 30 minutes. That is faster than any other fruit or vegetable on earth. So I highly recommend putting lemon in every juice, and it actually just makes every single juice taste even better. So lemons. And a dark green like kale or spinach. I personally like spinach the best, but if your goal is to get the highest amount of minerals in your juice, go with a really, really dark green like kale or dandelion, arugula, things like that. Spinach has lots of minerals as well, but it's more on the sweet side, so it doesn't really detoxify the liver as much as a dark, bitter green like dandelion. So that's the number 2 tip is be prepared. You always want to prepare. Okay, if you fail to prepare, this is an old adage, but it is so true when it comes to a juice cleanse. If you fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Okay, prepare to fail, because if you don't have an abundance of fruit and vegetables in your house to juice, okay, you are going to break. You are going to eat food. If you don't have juice to fill you up, you're going to eat food. So be careful. Be prepared. Don't wing it. Don't say, oh, I'll be okay, I'll just starve tonight, or I'll just drink water. Or this is a commitment. Doing a juice cleanse, take it seriously and have more produce than you can use. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna make juice, and if you can't drink it all, put some lemon in and store it for the next day. Be prepared. Be prepared. Okay, number 3. Find your favorite juice. When I found OJ pineapple strawberry, that was a game changer. Okay, find your favorite juice. Okay, so I did a 35-day juice cleanse. That is no fucking joke. However, I do know people that have done a 6-month juice cleanse. Okay, shout out Peaceful Steve, baby. He is my juice guru. Check him out. Peaceful, 2 A's. You owe me for that shout out, Steve. He's like top level juice expert. But anyway, that's not normal. Obviously, most of us are not going to be doing a 6-month juice cleanse. However, a 1-month juice cleanse is significant, and you will see a lot of benefits. I'm doing another video about benefits, so click on there. Maybe I'll put it here somewhere. You want to find your favorite juice, because it is a bit miserable to do a juice cleanse. I personally don't know how Steve did his. He did a 6-month juice cleanse and he loved it, he said. But, he's a weirdo. He's like a next level weirdo. So me personally, I love to eat. And there were times before I found my favorite juice, there were times where I was miserable. Absolutely. And I wanted to quit, and I almost quit like 3 times. I know there were 3 serious times that I can remember where I wanted to quit. Like one time I was out really late and I didn't have time to get produce, and I came home and I had nothing to juice really, and it was miserable. I made tea, that didn't help. I drank lots of water. I drank, lots of like lemon water and stuff, but I was miserable because I didn't have anything to eat and it was super late. So long story short is find your favorite juice. A juice that I highly, highly recommend you make is orange, pineapple, strawberry. This juice is so delicious, and bonus, it has the consistency of a smoothie. Now, if you're doing a long-term juice cleanse, like a month or more, or even a few weeks is tough, okay? So if you're doing a juice cleanse, anything more than 3 days, you gotta find your favorite juice and stock up on the ingredients to that juice. And you're also going to get extremely annoyed at the fact that juice isn't really satisfying. I mean, obviously there's no fiber, it's not thick, it's thin, and especially if it's cold. I did my juice cleanse in December in New York City. It was freezing cold. I was miserable for the first few days until I found my favorite juice. And this juice, it was thick, it was delicious, I looked forward to it. Okay, you need things you look forward to. It doesn't really matter the quantity that you put in, but it's oranges, pineapples, strawberries. Leave the tops on the strawberries, okay? You get added minerals and extra credit if you leave the tops on. And you can absolutely juice those. The quantities don't matter, but what I used to do was 1 whole pineapple, I juiced approximately 3 to 4 oranges or whatever I had on hand, and a whole container of 16-ounce container of strawberries. This juice saved my life. Saved my damn life. I'm telling you right now, if I thank you to the juice gods, because I know for sure if I didn't have this juice in my life, I would have quit. This juice saved me. So find your favorite juice. You know, another juice that I absolutely loved, but it wasn't so like satisfying. You know, it was good, but it wasn't like, because I made this juice a lot for dinner, this orange pineapple strawberry juice. It's the strawberries, by the way. That's the secret ingredients. It makes a really thick juice. I had this juice a lot for dinner, and then after that I had a green juice. But another juice, and this juice is super satisfying because it's thick. But another juice that I love so much, I used to have this every single morning for breakfast after my celery juice. It was apples, turmeric, ginger, lemon. And mostly apples, and a tiny, tiny bit of lemon, ginger, and turmeric. And you mix this up and it tastes like candy. Ooh, it's so good. It doesn't sound like anything special, but this juice is very special. Speaking of juice recipes, my all-time favorite green juice recipe is apples, cucumber, celery, fennel, lemon, spinach. Ooh, so good. You can put in pineapple in there too, and you can put anything else you want. You want to put in some parsley or cilantro. But this one, I love, love, love putting fennel in green juice with apple and lemon. It is just so magical. Something magical happens. So experiment, find your favorite juices. Do me a favor, if you have a favorite juice recipe, I would love to know it. I still make juice. I've been off my juice cleanse for about a month now, but I still make juice all the time. Not all the time, but at least once a week, and I make celery juice every single morning. I try to make apple juice a lot because I know apples are so good for you, and then I put in the lemon and the ginger and the turmeric, and it's just so delicious. Apples are great for clearing out your liver, okay? They're just great for everything. So if you could post your favorite juice recipe below, I would love to know it so I could try it out and experiment. Thank you. Okay, tip number 4. Tip number 4. By the way, that orange pineapple strawberry was a game changer for me. Ever since then, I was like, you know what? I could do this. I could definitely do this. Tip number 4 is water. This is something I learned after my juice cleanse. So during my juice cleanse, I was constantly researching and YouTubing. You know, I didn't have, you know, I couldn't eat, so I had to find other things to do. So what I did was I just was constantly researching, reading and watching and listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos on juice cleanses, okay? Tips and tricks and all these things. A lot of people, after my juice cleanse, I discovered that a lot of people highly, highly, highly recommend water. A lot of water on your juice cleanse. There's this book called Cleanse and Purify Thyself. This is a great, great book by Rich Anderson, okay? And in this book, he talks about the importance, I don't know if I like put a post-it there. Specifically in this book, he talks about the importance of water during your juice cleanse. Water helps flush out the toxins, okay? It gets things moving. The juices, they provide you with vitamins and minerals and nutrients, but they don't like really flush out the toxins. We need water. It doesn't really matter what kind, although he does talk a lot about different types of water. So let me just read this little excerpt. Distilled water, spring water, or well water is fine when cleansing. Purity is essential though. Never drink, take a shower in, or swim in water with chlorine or fluoride, for both are deadly poisons. Chlorine has been used to kill people in both world wars, an extremely virulent poison. It is very toxic, even in minute concentrations. That is why chlorine is used in water. It quickly and effectively kills bacteria and parasites. However, clinical studies have shown that chlorination of drinking water has been positively associated with increased risk of chronic leukemia, breast cancer, brain cancer, kidney cancer, bladder cancer, rectal cancer, and melanoma in swimmers. Okay? Hot water, such as in taking a shower, bathing, or dishwashing containing chlorine, significantly increases the chlorination byproducts believed to cause cancer, and the list goes on and on. If chlorine will cause cancer, consider what else it might be doing to us and then avoid it like the plague. So he does definitely recommend distilled water, well water, you know, or spring water, but it has to be chlorine and fluoride free. You know, if I had a choice between doing a juice cleanse and drinking water with fluoride and chlorine, then I'm gonna go with not drinking any water. But you can easily get distilled water in the store, fluoride-free water. A lot of spring waters are fluoride-free. I don't know if they're chlorine-free though. The water topic is a big thing, and you know, I personally am definitely saving up to get a distiller, because distilled water is probably the safest thing out there. From my research, you know, our water's fucked just like the earth, so what are you gonna do? You do your best, okay? I like Volvic water. It's spring water, and I'm praying that it's fluoride free. I believe it's fluoride free. This is what they say. Who knows though? Another water that I like is Iceland, or Icelandic as well. And Mountain Valley is natural spring water, but I know it contains traces of fluoride, I believe. So I don't know. I'm not the water expert, but you need to drink water on your juice cleanse. This is crucial, crucial, crucial. And I don't know where I found it in the book about it, but I think I'll add it here about why it's so crucial to drink water. It basically flushes out the toxins, and it helps you, of course, feel full as well, but it's just also a very, very important thing when cleansing, especially, okay? And number 5, finally, the last and 5th thing that you need to know when embarking on a juice cleanse is do your research, okay? So here are some people that I highly, highly, highly recommend you look into before doing your juice cleanse. So I will link below the specific videos, but John Rose really, really helped me out, okay? He knows what he's doing. He's been guiding people on juice cleanses for over like 30 years now. He is an expert on juice cleansing specifically, and he's been raw vegan for many, many years, 26 years I believe, and he's in his 60s. He's thriving. He's amazing. Really highly recommend him. Another resource that I highly recommend is this podcast. I highly recommend this podcast called Everyday Detox. It's a great podcast with a lot of information, and it's actually done by the guy who owns the colonic place that I go to called Vitality in New York City. Got a lot of great information. Check out somebody named Fred Bishi. He knows a lot about juice cleansing, and he's been raw vegan for over 50 years. He's in his 90s now, I believe. And this book I also do highly, highly recommend, Cleanse and Purify Thyself. Great, great book. And also, Fully Raw Christina. I didn't particularly use these recipes, but somebody was so kind on Instagram to send me Fully Raw Christina's Juice Cleanse ebook. I looked over it, and it was really, really beautifully made, obviously. Everything she does is amazing and beautiful. And this is really great if you're a beginner. I would highly recommend this. So it's called the 7-Day Fully Raw Juice Cleanse Challenge. Okay, and I'm sure it's not too expensive. And it's a ebook with lots and lots of recipes. There's a shopping list. There's 7 days worth of juice recipes and bonus recipes. Highly, highly recommend this because it's going to help you if you're a beginner, okay? So, like, basically tips and tricks on making juices and videos and lots of stuff. I personally, you know, I have been juicing for so many years that, you know, I knew what I was doing, but I just didn't know, how hard it was going to be. It was quite hard, again, until I found my favorite juice. So, hope that helps. I thank you so much for watching this, and if you have any juice tips and tricks, please leave them below for everybody else. And I will be doing another juice cleanse, not anytime soon, but I will be doing one. I think I'll do one once a year. And I think next one I'm going to do is 2 months. I think I'm going to do a 2-month one. And then the following year, so that's going to be in 2020. And the following year, in 2021, I'll do a 3-month and then so on and so on, I think. Yeah. Another great resource on your juice cleanse journey, highly recommend getting this ebook. Highly recommend getting this ebook, Rational Fasting by Arnold Ehret. This helped me immensely during my juice cleanse. Also, highly recommend getting his other audiobook called, it's in Audible, it's called, The Mucusless Diet Healing System. I cannot recommend this enough. The annotated version by Professor Spira. Professor Spira, S-P-I-R-A. I highly recommend him as well. I'll leave his link below. He's done a lot of juice cleanses, and he was very helpful regarding how to eat before and after the juice cleanse. So after my juice cleanse, I decided to start living a mucusless healing lifestyle. Not just being raw vegan, but now eating things that are mucus-free specifically. There's actually a lot of raw food that causes mucus in the body. And mucus is the cause of all diseases. I'm not just talking about the common cold where you get mucus from your sinuses, right? Mucus is the reason for cancer and diabetes and heart disease and strokes and all type of ailments that we suffer from, and we don't need to. I'll link below the video about other reasons why I eat a mucusless diet and how to do that. It's actually very simple. And yeah, that's it, I think. Another great book that I really loved is The Grape Cure. This is a classic book. And no, it doesn't really talk too much about juice cleansing, but it's just great to read during your juice cleanse. You're gonna need to read some good stuff. Okay, you're gonna need to fill your mind with things, and you're gonna need to read and do things besides eat, because I realized I had so much free time. Another classic book that everyone, if you're vegan, if you're trying to be healthy, no matter what, you need to read this book, 80-10-10. This is a great book. The author is Doug Graham, and there's some controversy surrounding him, but you cannot deny how great this book is. So pick up this book, I highly recommend it. And just in general, I highly recommend just typing in, you know, juice cleanse tips or raw vegan juice cleanse onto YouTube and researching and finding out how to prepare before, during, and after your juice cleanse, okay? I have to say that without John Rose and Arnold Ehret's books, I definitely would be lost and I would not know what to do. Especially breaking the fast, okay? Breaking the juice cleanse. Breaking the juice cleanse is the most important thing. You have to know what you're doing. I'm gonna make another video on that, and so you can click that. But I do recommend checking out, you know, Googling and YouTubing and researching your ass off about how to break it, because you don't want to just break it. You want to know what you're doing so that you get all the benefits and don't just, you know, you didn't just do all that juice cleansing and, you know, for nothing. All right, so thank you so much for watching. If you found any value in this at all, I would love if you could subscribe and share this video with a like-minded friend. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.